Alright guys, in this video we're going to be building a live search PHP, right, using JavaScript, PHP and MySQL. So for an example now, if I come and I type 15, you can see it brings out suggestion about 15, which is iPhone 15. If I type 20 something, it brings out Samsung Galaxy. If I type in Dell, type in D, E this. If I type in something here, if I type in A, it brings out what these two stuff here. If I click on it, it brings us here back, right? So basically you can actually advance it inside of your what, of your own personal what application, right? So this is what we're going to be building. I'm going to come here again. You can see it takes us back here. I'll click on something, I'll say H, you can see it brings us, takes us to, it shows these suggestions that are down here. So this is basically live, right? Using PHP, JavaScript and what MySQL. You can, in another video again, I'm going to be building another one whereby I'm going to be using AJAX for it. For this one, you can use it in your own pure PHP what application, right? So let's get started. All right, so I have a folder called what live search, which I'm going to be using for this project. Basically, you can see that inside of here, my htdocs, you can see I've created a folder called live search, right? And I've also uploaded it what in my VS Code right here, so you can see. So I have this folder called config, I have public folder, there's something there, and I have my vendors folder. Please guys, make sure you watch the video of how to add env to your what PHP application. It's very, very important. So if you follow that steps, it's just an 8-minute video. You're going to also have the same setup that I do have. Okay, so after I have the setup, you basically know that this is going to be empty. As you can see, nothing is inside of it. So let's start building it. All right, so the first thing we need to do right now is we need to come straight into this public folder here and create some files. We're going to create index.php. So this index.php is going to have the HTML5 inside what? Inside of it, right? So I'm just going to say HTML5 like this. All right, so inside of this, I'm going to change the document title to PHP live search, right? Then also I'm going to add the CDN for what? For Tailwind CSS. Basically, let me just copy it right here. I'm going to copy the CDN. I'm going to go back to my code. I'm going to place it here. All right, that's very cool. So basically, since I've done that, right, I am now going to start building the page, right? So I'm going to say class, and I'm going to say big dash select dash 900. I'm going to do dash text dash white min dash h dash screen flex item center. I'm going to say justify to center right here. Okay, that's very good. I think we're done with that. So the next thing I'm going to do a simple div right here. Right here. Alright, so instead of this div, I'm going to do bf, that is the full width. I'm going to have max dash w dash xl bj select dash 800 p dash 6. We're going to do rounded. Sorry about this noise. I leave beside the mux to xl. I have shadow dash lg right here. All right, so in here, I'm going to have an h1, and this h1 here is going to have a class. Right, it's going to have a class, and the class is going to be text dash 2xl. It's going to be font dash bold, and it's going to be mb dash 4, and it's going to be text dash to the what? To the center. To the center. Inside of it, I'm going to say, what are you looking for? I'm going to close it like that. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do now is basically build the inputs. I need to build the inputs, so come here to the inputs. The input type is going to be text. ID, I'm going to give it an ID called what? Search inputs, and I'm going to give it a placeholder of search for something, right? Then after that, I'm going to give it a class. So this class is going to be dash w dash 3. It's going to be rounded dash lg. I'm going to copy what I have here just because of time. I'll change this to 700. And also, I'm going to say outline dash none with our focus ring dash 2. After that, I'm going to have focus again, ring dash blue dash 500 MB dash 4. Alright, so that is basically all. So right now, guys, the next thing to do right now is to now have a simple div. Right here. We're going to call this search results, and inside of this search result, I'm going to have a class. We're going to have empty dash 4 bj dash, it's going to be 700, and inside of here it's going to be rounded as lg, and it's going to be overflow dash hidden, like that. All right, so let's see what we have right here. Let's go back to our page here and let's do a simple refresh. Okay, then we are good. So this is what we have right now. So the next thing to do right now is continue. Start to build the JavaScript part of it. So I'm going to start with the JavaScript part of it. I'm going to say const input is actually equals to document dot get elements by ID. So I'm going to get this element here. So the element I want to get here is the search what input, which is this part that I have right here. So I'm going to get that part. Okay, so since I've gotten that part, I'm going to come and say const. I'm going to say search results is equals to document get elements by ID, which is going to be search results, like that. All right, so in here I'm going to take this input and I'm going to do add event list now. So it's, and it's going to be what? Key up. So anytime you start typing something should actually occur. And I'm going to have my function to perform a specific task. a function to perform what? A specific task. I'm going to say const query it's equals to input.value. I'm going to do an if statement that says if query dot length t is equals to 0, do something, right? So in here, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this this search results here. I'm going to copy the search results, paste it down here, and I'm going to do inner is equals to empty string. Then I'm going to return it back to the what? To the user here. So basically after that, right, I am now going to do a fetch, right? I'm going to do a fetch. So I'm going to fetch inside a file called PHP search.php, right? So I'm going to say search.php question mark. So I want to actually query. So after I've done that, I'm going to do plus sign, coded URL, and I'm going to say query, like that, right? Inside of here, I'm going to say .then, and this .then, I'm going to have a response. Is going to be res.text. I'm going to say .then, and this .then is going to have a data, and this data is going to be what exactly? What's data going to be what exactly? It's going to be what? Search.inner HTML is equals to what? To data. So basically, when the user starts typing, something should actually just occur and fetch some products, right? So that is just basically it. All right. So right now, since we've done the HTML, the index.html, so please, guys, you can notice that I have my env file here. So you can see my env file here. You can see the name of my database is Secure PHP app, and I'm currently using my SQL community terminal. I'm not using XAMPP. If I'm using XAMPP, my SQL, just click on start, use it. If you're not using it, if you're just using my SQL in general, just make sure that you have your connection set, and you can actually just run this command like this. This is going to create a table for you. Make sure you create a database first. After that, you create a product table, then you do what? You insert into it, right? And all like that. So you can see I have my database.php is right here. You can see everything is working perfectly. All right, so the next file to create now is basically the search.php. So I'm going to say search.php. All right, so we're going to do search.php. So let's begin. So I'm going to say PHP down here, and I'm going to say require into a folder of the database, right? So this dot slash config slash database.php. So that is it. So I'm going to say is set here. All right, so get query like this. I mean the query that we're trying to query. And I'm going to create a variable called what? Search. So this variable called search is actually going to be equals to .get, and it's going to be this part here. Then basically after that, it's going to be if search is strictly equals to this empty string here. So let's do exit here. All right, so the next thing to do now is basically try and connect our database, right? That's what we need to do right now. We need to create a statement, right? So let's start with that. So we're going to say statement is equals to pod-prepare, right? So we need to enter database. You're going to say select star from products products where, okay, it's not going to be select star from product, sorry. No, it shouldn't be that. It's going to be select ID, name, description. Exactly. From products, like that, right? From products, I'm going to say where, name, like, search here. Exactly. We're going to have limits to 5. So we're already creating a statement to search into the product here. So we're searching for the ID, we're searching for the name and what the description, right? So if we've done this successfully, the next thing to do right now is basically we need to create a statement here again, which does same statement here. And this same statement here, we're going to have execute. So this execute here, it is going to take in some arrays. We're going to say search. So in here, it's going to take in some basic things, right? So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to say search. So I'm basically searching this and this right here. All right, so if you've done that successfully right now, the next thing to do is to create a variable called what? Products, right? So products is equals to statement that we have right here. The statement that we have right here, dash fetch all. Right, so this is going to actually grab everything that we need, right? So basically, when we grab everything that we need, we now need to do a if statement, right? So saying if products, right? So I'm going to look through it. I'm going to say for each. I'm going to say product as row. Product as row, and inside of this place we're going to echo, right? So basically what are we echoing, right? So when the user actually types inside of this place here, it's something should actually occur down here, right? So I'm going to do an echo here. So inside of this echo, I'm just going to add this. So right, I'm going to do a tag, href tag. F, so this is going to be equals to products. So we are going to need to create a product file also after this file here. After we're done with the search.php. So after we've done this, it's actually going to be equals to the row, right? It's going to be equals to the row. So we say ID is equals to, we're going to have this curly braces. I'm going to have this row. I'm going to say it's going to be what? ID right here, right? So we're going to close it and have this thing here. Like that. Alright, so since we've done this right now, the next thing to do now is time to make a class. Class is equals to, this class is going to be equals to block, right? Block, we're going to do px-4. py-3, 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 we're going to have over the G, we're going to have slit-600, we're going to have transition, we're going to have borders, border-b, and we're going to have border slit-700 right here. Alright, so since we already have this here, we're going to close it like that, right? And inside of it, we are basically going to create a paragraph, right? A paragraph like this. So inside this paragraph, I'm going to have class equals to equals to font dash semi bold text dash white. So I'm going to close it like this. So here I'm going to come and do this dot HTML special characters. Like this. I'm going to have my row, and this my row is going to have name. I'm going to close it like this. Then I'm going to have slash paragraph. So basically what I'm going to do now again is I'm just going to copy what I have here. Copy what I have here, and I'm going to paste it down here. And here it is going to be what? Description instead. I'll just copy the description I have here. I'll copy it here, and I'm going to do what? Place it down there. So after I'm done, I have to do a else here. So basically, if nothing actually works, right? I'm going to say echo. This is going to be a div, and this div is going to have a class of p-4. It's going to have a text dash gray dash 400. Right? I'm going to say no results found. So I'm going to say dash div, close it down there. All right, guys, so this is what we have right here. So let's see if it's working perfectly now. Let's go back here and do a simple refresh here. Okay, let's just type in PH. Okay, so let's go back. All right, so the next thing for us to do now is basically let us create the last product page. That's very important for us, right? So let's come back here. I'm going to create a file called what? Products.php. So this product.php here, we are just going to, I'm going to copy some things I have here just because of time. I'm going to copy it. I'll copy this part here. I'm going to come and paste it down here. All right, so I'm going to say if not from here, right? I'm going to change this into the ID. So we are because from this search here, we are trying to access this products page, right? So that's basically what we're doing. So after that, I'm going to say die, and this die I'm going to say products not found. I'm going to say products not found. So the ID is equals to I'm going to have ID. Then inside here, I'm going to have my statements, right? I'm going to say TMT. My statement is equals to video dash is prepare select star from products where ID is equals to column ID. I'm going to do a limit -1. And I'm going to close it here. So after we've done this one now, we're going to do statement dash execute right here. And basically what we are doing here is basically very simple. We're going to do ID, and this ID is going to be this ID that we have here. So we are looking for it based on the ID. So if we've done that successfully, we're going to create a variable called products. It equals to statement dash fetch So not fetch all, but also we're only fetching for one. Because when you type in inside of here, for an example, when you type it inside here, when you click on it, it's going to fetch everything. But when you click on a specific part, it is going to do what? Fetch the details for that one that you clicked on, right? All right, so if, not products, so if no product was actually found, we can do this right here, right? So, and after that one, we're going to close our PHP here. So the next thing to do now is to create a HTML file. Then inside of this HTML file, we're going to have some things down there. All right, so inside our title, we're going to have this HTML special characters, and inside of it is going to be what exactly? Product name. So when we click on something, it opens up on the title side. It's showing the product what name. That's what basically means. So I'm going to come here and copy this script tag here, and I'm going to come and paste it right here also. All right. So let's continue, and I'm going to copy what I have in the body here. In this body here, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to come and paste it here also. And also for I need to create a div, right? I need to create a div. So I'm just going to copy what I have here too. I'll copy what I have here. I'll come and paste it down here. Now I have a div here. Okay, good. All right, let me just close this div here. And let me just format my documents properly. Okay, good. All right, so the next thing to do now is, sorry, basically my AI has actually helped me done it already. All right, so let's now go back to the page and see if it's working perfectly. So let me now come and type in this. So it's not actually coming up. I'm typing my phone. It's not coming up. So let's see the reason why it's not what's coming up. Yeah, let's see the reason why it's not coming up. So in my product, I have product name, and I just need to have this. What again? Let me go straight back into my index.php to see what's actually wrong. Okay, so in my input, I have search inputs, which is inside of here. In my class, I have search results, which is here. Then after that, I am doing a very, very simple fetch. A simple fetch here. I'm saying search.php. This. Okay. Let me basically go straight into my code base, my setting, and let's see what's wrong. So it's saying cannot set property of null. Okay. Let's see what is wrong. So I think our error is from here. Oh, guys, I have ID. So this was set to class. It's supposed to be ID, not class, right? So let's do a refresh. Let's do this now. You can see it's working perfectly now. So if I click on monitor, I get this. You can see Dell monitor. This shouldn't be in the middle. This This shouldn't be in the middle at all. Where would I go from here? Text center? No. Shouldn't be in the middle. Let's do refresh. You can see like that. So the only thing we know we didn't add was this back button. You can add that one yourself, right? You can add it yourself. You can go back. When I type in N, you can see it brings out so many stuff. So basically, we built a successful live search using what pure PHP, JavaScript, and MySQL. If you like this video, please subscribe, share it to your other developers. If you want me to make some other specified PHP projects, please name it in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to create this kind of projects. And I'll see you guys in the next project. Bye bye.